All right. I could, I guess. I'm not very good at it. Now, we're going to continue this off. Last night for the homework, we did the first 12, but for the last 6, I was going to see if you had it. So the way it's going to work is we're going to work our way through these things to help with the homework, and then who has Genestra? Can you go peep your head in their door and just see what time this class period is over? Because I don't have time to check my website or my email. No. So a ride is only for children 3. Shh. Silencio, por favor. Quiet, please. The ride is only for children under 3 feet tall. What are the possible solutions? Write an inequality and graph on a number line. So we didn't really do much number line graphing. We did one example of it, and that's it. 9:30. Okay. What time? Around the same. Okay. That's. All right. Yeah, Taylor? Yeah. 2 and under. It says 2 and under. 3 feet tall and under? No. This would be actually, x is going to be less than or equal to 3 feet. Because look what we had for less than or equal to. At most, limited, or less. See that right there? Okay, under 3 feet tall, which under is going to be a maximum. Yes, sir. Right. Yeah, but we're not doing an alligator mouth because that deals with eating the bigger number, and we're dealing with variables.
I know that, but
it's an inequality.
Doesn't matter when it's equal to which way it goes.
When it's equal?
Yeah.
No, it does not. Because x equals 1 is the same as 1 equals x. Okay. Yep. Yes, ma'am.
But it says under. Under is the less than.
Under is for less than. Did I say?
Is it less than?
Yeah. Under, less than. Oh, under. You're right. I'm sorry. I got to tune into what we're doing. There. You're right. Thank you, sir. Okay. Less than. Good. Now, to graph on a number line, this is what we're going to do. We're going to create a number line. We're going to start at 0, 1, 2, 3. There's our number line. I want to go 0, 1, 2, 3. Ba-da-boom. X is less than 3. Now, I'm going to put it to 0 because can people be negative, have a negative height? No. Despite what people think, if they think that they're shorter than somebody, whatever, it's okay. It's all about your personality anyway. But you can't have a person that's less than 0 height. Inches, centimeters, yeah. Okay? So in order to do this, what's the symbol that you have next to less than in the top of your notes from yesterday when we were doing the definition of less than? Or next bottom halfway? What is it? It's either a dot or an open circle. For less than. It's an open circle. So why don't you put an open circle on that 3? You're going to put an open circle on that 3. Now, the reason that the open circle is there because it says, here's where we start. We start at 3, and we're going to either go up or down. And here's another trick. Now, this really helped a lot of my 7th graders, but a couple of them, it was dangerous. Whenever we have the variable on the left side of the inequality, actually, I've got notes for you as well. So grab, let's see here, those notes. Those are not the notes. These are notes. And I can fill you in. Here is. And here's what you missed. There you go. Cool. Whenever the variable's on the left side of the inequality, what I mean by that is, see how it's x is less than 3? Okay? That means that the variable is on the left side of the inequality. Whenever the variable is on the left side of the inequality, what I can do is I can take this symbol, which is the less than, And I know that my arrow, the end of it, is going to be the same shape. See how that's a less than symbol? Right? The end of my arrow is going to be the same shape. That's only when the variable is on the left side of the inequality. You got it? Got it? Only when it's on the left side. Only when it's on the left side. Only when it's on the left side. Then I go, boom. I've graphed that inequality. Okay? Good. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. So we have seniors over the age of 65 receive a 10% discount. What are the possible solutions? Write an inequality and graph on the number line. Now what it means by possible solutions it means that everything that fits into that criteria are going to be covered by that red line that we did above it. So seniors over the age of 65. Over the age of 65. So what should my number line look like, Abby? Am I going to have -2, 1, or -2, -1, 0, 1, 2? Okay, I'm going to see if someone else might be able to help you out. You keep thinking. See if you come up with the same thing she does. Yeah. 65 and going down. But what about that over? Cool. Rather than starting at 65, I'm going to start at 60, just so we can see that there's numbers below it that don't count. 65, 70, 75, 80. Speaking of age, because of modern medicine, they say that the first person to live to the age of 200 is alive today. Modern medicine. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. No, not yet. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah. No, go ahead. Add to it. It's true. And you know when people used to pass away a couple hundred years ago? People didn't live into their 80s. People definitely didn't live into their late 90s. That's something that was very, very, very rare. Modern technology. Okay. So, but yeah, that's true. That it wouldn't happen right now. But think about all the things that have happened in medicine. Okay. So what is the inequality going to look like here? Well, what do we want to use for? Okay, I'm going to use P, since Miss Potter started to raise her hand. That's our variable.
Okay, so I know you have to be greater than because it says over.
Beautiful. Greater than what?
65.
65. Awesome. And since it's greater than, I'm going to have an open circle here. And is the variable on the left side? Yes. So that means that what's the end of my arrow going to look like? Eminem?
60 and 65. Like behind the circle.
I don't. Now it's greater than. Is 60 greater than 65? 60 is greater? No, I was going to say, because if you and I are buying a bicycle, I have $65 and you have 60, and Brooke's like, I'll get it from the person who's going to pay me the most money. I'm going to get the bike because you have $5 less than me. Right? Okay? So my arrow is going to be over here. It's going to be over there. It's going to look like the greater than symbol. And then, once again, my arrow is going to cover all these points. So everything that's covered in red falls into the people who get 10% off. Yes? Yeah, you're going to have it go that way. You can have it go a little bit or a lot. The more it is, the easier to be able for you to see. Yeah. Yes, sir. Andrew. Let's recreate what you'll be like in your homework, for example. So let's say that we are doing negative 19. I'll make it real thin like your guys' pencils. Okay, let's say we were doing, where was it, negative 19, and here. What I would want to do is if I was going less than negative 19, I would want to make that nice and thick going that way so I know exactly what you're doing. Okay? Because the bottom line is you might know what you're doing, but you're not the one that's checking for accuracy. You want to make sure I know what you're doing. And that's what I tell my boys with really bad handwriting. Okay? Let's do some homework example. The rest of them. Now, Now, let's do, write an inequality, express the number line. Let's do number, well, technically it's 14, but let's do number 2 like that. So for this one here, see how you have this x right here? Okay? So for this one here, it's going to be x is this going to be less than or equal to? So here's where x starts. Actually, yeah. Here's where x starts. It's going to be less than because one thing, A, if I were to trace the end of this arrow, it's a less than sign because we're having the variable on the left. But is that filled in or open? Filled in. So yes, please answer that. So it's less than or equal to negative 11. Negative, less than or equal to negative 11. Oh, wonderful. Weird. Scott Smith. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That'll work. I won't be able to fulfill a promise that I made to a kid, but yeah. Well, if is there anybody else that might be able to go? Let me know if you can. Bye. All right. Now that's not going to stick. I don't know who I just called. Okay. So let's do another one here. See how this is less than or equal to? I'm going to make that thicker. Less than or equal to negative 11 because that's where we're at. And it's a filled-in circle. Filled-in circle means, hey, this number here is included in this. Okay? This number here is included in this. I'm going to do this one as well. Let's do number 5. So we're looking at negative 200. So x is on the left side, and what does this symbol make here? If I'm going to cover the end of it. Greater than, and is it filled in or open? Open, so it's not equal to. It's just greater than, and it's negative 20 or 200. Negative 200 is the correct answer for that one. You don't have that one? Are you? Look. This is the exact same thing that I printed off for you guys, so you have the same thing. Okay, and then these ones are just a different layout. Write an inequality will represent a situation, a graph, and a number line. Prove that it is correct. There are more than 100 people in line. So I have more than 100, 200, 300. There are more than So that's how you do those, okay? So go ahead and write the answer for that one. I just gave you an example. Cool? I'm sorry to give you guys so much homework, but I'm not really sorry. But hey. Yep. You guys already did the first part, and it won't take you long. It won't take you long. Just make sure you look at your notes. make sure that you ask me on Edmodo.
Good morning.
Okay.
It's 9:30. Students can go to their third hour class. Teachers, take attendance for your third hour class and then go to the gym for the assembly. After the assembly, students will return to their third hour class. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Nope. You can be on both sides actually. Here, stick around.
PE's third hour.
So you just go to PE, go to your squads.
Would I bring my PE back? Because they said return.
You're not going to dress before. I'm sure you're going to dress after. Okay. So with that one, when you have x, what is it for number 5? X is greater than -2. 100, right? Which is going to be right here. What's up?
We're just doing this and this, right?
No, you're doing the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though these are all negative numbers here, so right now we're looking at number 5. Even though these are all negative numbers, it's still going to be x is greater than -200 because on a number line, the more left you go, the more negative it gets. See how it goes -200, -210, -220? So if the line is being colored this way, it's everything that is greater than -200. So it would not be going this way, and it would not be less than. X is less than 200. It's not that because it's not going this direction. Okay? Does that help? All right. Oh. Nope. Because I'm